We've been talking about those who have challenges with self-unforgiveness. Not a term you've heard. It's not a t-shirt that you see people wear, self-unforgiven, right? But it's a t-shirt they often do wear. However, once you forgive yourself, it's like this big ball of yarn begins to unravel and you can live life totally in a different way, free. I have experienced both, and forgiving yourself is a way better way to live. It's kind of like that old saying, I've been poor and rich is better. Well, I've been unforgiven by myself and I've been forgiven by myself, and forgiven by myself is a much better way to live. It really is. You're free. Your heart's free. Now, here are some symptoms of someone who is living forgiving themselves, okay? Because when we talk about forgiveness for everyone, we talk about this book, it's about forgiving everyone, and you're one of those. Number one, they have a more balanced opinion of themselves and believe that we are flawed and loved, that they're not flawed or loved. And this is a huge difference. They can be flawed, and they know Jesus loves them. They know their wife or husband loves them. They know their kids can still love them, right? Because I'm supposed to be flawed. That's what it is, right? Number two, they can extend grace to themselves because they accept that they will need it at times. So if they make a mistake, it's not like they go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've done something wrong. It's like, wow, there I am. I showed up again. And they kind of have a sense of humor about it. They don't get all tied up in knots about it. It's like, okay, another sin, there it goes. Take responsibility. If it's between God and you or someone else, just do it. It's just part of life, okay? They don't struggle with that. Number three, they no longer struggle with the whole idea of God or others forgiving them. And they accept that they can be forgiven and that they did forgive them. Like in life, sometimes you make mistakes, even just by immaturity. And you've asked someone to forgive you. And when you go back to that person, you don't have to bring it up again. It's like it's under the bridge, it's gone. And you don't keep this kind of film between you and them. You don't keep this memory of what you did to them because they forgave you. You took responsibility. It's a clean way to live when you live forgiveness for everyone. They accept grace and they don't try to earn it. So when someone tells them, I forgive you, we're good, they actually believe it. They go, okay, we're good. Let me give you a hug, bro, right? Okay, that's a guy way of doing it. Girls do it differently, but guys like, oh man, hey bud, right? And when it's over, that hug it's over. And neither one of us kind of goes back over that. Number five, they really believe that they can be blessed in life. They don't have a struggle with having nice things. They don't have a struggle with the incredible people that are in their life. I'm so blessed with such great people. Even my production team's awesome. My team in the counseling center is awesome. My wife, oh my gosh, Joni Lamb is so awesome. I'm surrounded by awesome people. So I'm just blessed, okay? And I don't struggle with that because a long time ago, I did what's in Recovery for Everyone, and I forgave me. Number six, they don't struggle with shame, okay? They don't struggle with, if people really knew my secrets, they wouldn't love me. People know my secrets. I'm a recovering alcoholic, drug addict, sex addict, caffeine, sugar. They know my flaws. My flaws are public knowledge. You can just go on YouTube and find them, okay? All right? And it's okay because when I have a flaw and I'm honest about it, I can actually heal and be a part of healing others. That's why I'm encouraging you. Get this and get in groups. Let other people heal with you. Be part of where two or more get together in my name. There I am. Be part of that. Number seven, they can get close to people and let them find out they're perfect. Oftentimes in marriage conferences that I do, I'll talk about we're as close to God as we are our spouse. You don't have some kind of deeper, because it's a triangle. Marriage is a triangle. Okay, there's the father and the woman and the man, and you're as close to one as you are the other. And if you can confess your faults to your wife or your husband, you can experience intimacy in a powerful way. Some of the most intimate moments of your life will be when someone forgives you. And if you haven't experienced that, just go ask forgiveness for fun. Just go, okay, I know I've done something, especially if there's that kind of cloggedness in your relationships, especially those that are close to you. Number eight, they can stop keeping track of their sins and they're actually able to accept, get this, a compliment. So when someone says, you're awesome, you did amazing, that was really intelligent, that was really creative, that's a smart idea, I love you, you're fantastic. You don't go, oh, like Eeyore, no, I'm not really, if you really knew me, I'm not really that awesome. You go, hey, thanks. You might even be not right, but thanks. Or just thank you because That's just a nice thing to say. Thank you. And if you're not saying that to other people, let me tell you, as a Christian, go do that today. Go tell someone they're awesome, fantastic, smart, creative, powerful, that you got their back, that you're excited for who they are. Be that voice of praise towards someone. Number 9, they can desire and able to heal from addictions, whether it's work, food, porn, social media, or any other self-destructive behaviors that are limiting them. They evaluate them and go, this isn't working for me. This isn't in line with God's worth of me. This isn't worth Jesus dying for. I'm trapped here and it's in conflict with me. And they're able to start taking responsibility and heal those areas where they are kind of trapped and say, you know what, I'm forgivable and I need to just kind of like, I don't need to be medicating anymore. It's not congruent with who I am. And they start taking responsibility to move out of that. And if you are, there's lots of materials there. We offer you the Recovery for Everyone for free. You can call and get that because we want you free, okay? Number 10, they can look people in the eye and let them look at them. They can behold and they can be beheld. And I can tell you, especially like if you're your spouse, if you haven't looked your spouse, I have this exercise in one of my marriage books where I say, just look at your spouse for a minute in the eye. You won't believe how many people break down and cry. You won't believe how many couples haven't taken 1 minute and just look each other in the eye and been with each other. And when you've forgiven yourself, you can do that all day long. You can look at your spouse in the eye. You can look your kids in the eye. You can be present without saying anything. You should try that. That'll definitely tell you where how comfortable you are with being intimate. Number 11, they can take risk. Whether that's a new project, a new ministry, a new thing, they can do it. Number 12, the narrative in their head about themselves is really, it's balanced. Yeah, I got some talents or good things, but I got these kind of things I'm working on, and they're able to kind of put that together and go, it's all okay. Number 13, they are less critical of themselves and they are less critical of others. I can tell a person who walks in forgiveness towards themselves by the way that they are critical of other people. Yes, people have flaws. You want to focus on that? That's really sad. Why? Jesus isn't focused on flaws. He's focused on relationship. Focus on relationship. Pray for them. Encourage them. Okay? Number 14. They can make better relationship choices because they feel worthy of a good relationship. And actually, someone who's forgiven themselves, sometimes they have to change their relationships because some of the relationships in their lives don't line up, okay? They're being used, they're being lied to, they're being hurt, and it doesn't line up with themselves anymore. Number 15, they can have healthy boundaries. Now, again, this is something if you've really forgiven you, you're gonna protect you. You're gonna protect you from people that lie. You're going to protect you from people who do have out of control behavior or don't respect you or don't hear you or don't see you. You're going to be able to have boundaries with people like that. And it's really, really important. Number 16, they can be authentic and they don't create an image of themselves. So they're not trying to be somebody and they're definitely not trying to be somebody else. So many things out there talking about just being yourself. Well, if you're being authentic and being yourself, that's fantastic. If you have to wear a certain thing, be a certain thing, have your hair a certain way, it's okay to be imperfect. And people who forgive themselves, they seem to have that kind of freedom with, I'm good. Number 17, they are able to admit when they are wrong. Now, if you have experienced the grace of God, you know that you can say you're wrong because you said, Jesus, I'm wrong. Forgive me. And you heard him go, I do, all right? But when you haven't experienced that grace, okay, you can be critical and all that stuff, and people who forgive themselves seem to have grace in that area. Number 18, trusting good people becomes easier. And actually, as you look in your life and you start forgiving yourself, you'll find that the people around you seem to be of a better quality of people who are also walking in freedom, not in the bondage of unforgiveness. Number 19, they don't get caught in wanting others to approve them. You do not need anyone to say you're okay. The only voice that you want to hear is well done, good and faithful servant. When I get up or I get done with my day, I want to hear the living God say, Doug, this was a good day. Okay, I'm pleased with you because of Jesus, not because of what I've done, because of him. I know I have the Father's approval. I was adopted by him when I got saved. I never met my father. God has become my father. I don't need anyone to say I'm okay. Yes, I have degrees. Yes, I have things. Yes, I'm blessed in so many ways. But I don't need those things to know that I'm okay. And when you have forgiven you, you are much better in a place to not put any kind of weight on other people's opinion, okay? And it's okay for people to give you some feedback. It's okay to learn and to grow with people around your life. But it's another thing to give them the power of your heart and for them to decide how you feel about you. And people who have forgiven themselves don't tend to do that. They don't tend to live in a place where I need you to tell me I'm okay. No, I'm okay, and I like you being in my life. It's usually where they're coming from. Now, living in a state of forgiving yourself is so freeing. I'm telling you, talk about where the Spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. And if that freedom is in your heart towards you, you're free. No one can put you in bondage. I describe it like being able to breathe after you have a cold. It's like, okay? You have a new lease on life. You just are lighter and able to be more present with others. And you just seem like you just have more energy. Now, I want this lifestyle for you and your friends, and the forgiveness for everyone can help you and help you help others. This isn't just about you. I really here at Healing Times, our number one objective is for you to do your ministry, to give you products so that you can do ministry in your home, your social media groups, your church, okay? And we want you to be able to release the captives that are stuck, not only in forgiving themselves. The book is called Forgiveness for Everyone, and the DVD, because we want you to be able to teach others to be able to walk in forgiveness towards everyone in their life. And one of those people is them. But there's others they need to forgive. And you can be that link between them and them forgiving everyone.
For more content and resources to help in your healing journey with Christ, make sure to follow Dr. Doug Weiss on Facebook and Instagram. If you'd like to share full episodes of this show with friends and family, subscribe to Healing Time Ministries on YouTube, and feel free to leave us a comment on any of Dr. Doug's social media platforms. Our team would love to hear your feedback and learn how Healing Time is impacting your life, your church, and your ministry.